Breaking news. There is rising insecurity in Nigeria. Gospel Akpabio has admitted that yes, the insecurity is very, very much. And even the reps are saying that Nigerian citizens they may revolt against this government if that security is not nipped in the bud. 6 people have been killed in Plateau State again. Many more in Benue yesterday. Nnamdi Kanu is in court today. Therefore, evangelists, what is the way out of this mess for Nigerians? Insecurity in all parts of this country.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are watching us from. I remember my humble self, that Biafran evangelist which you know, and I will continue to speak the truth. The insecurity in Nigeria came as a result of one man ideology or a vision. And that vision started in 1914. Balemana Fodio, they may call the grandfather of the Fulanis in Nigeria. And let me tell you this. What was the agenda? The agenda or the dream was to Islamize Nigeria completely or Fulanize Nigeria completely, which the Bauchi, I think is a Malami or who, is saying that either this month, but this year anyway, that Fulanis are going to a MICOM, that we have a convention of all the Fulanis in Bauchi this very year. I don't know the name. Yes, for a convention. That anywhere a Fulani man is being born, that place, there is a citizen of that place, or you understand? So they have the ideology of Islamizing this country, and that is why you are seeing the insecurity that is going on. This is what what resulted to Nigerian civil war. The Igbos, as at that time, stood up against this ideology. I said this thing before, even in Philip TV, in other TV, even at the City Stand and other TV, which I stated declaring. How did I say it? I listed the 14 names that are involved during the coup d'etat 1966 that resulted to the civil war. We have 4 Yorubas, 2 Igbos, 1 Asian, 2 Fulanis, and the rest, total of 14 of them. But people never believed me when I was saying it, that it was not an Igbo coup until when Ibrahim Babamosi Babangida IBB now said it in one of his books. That is when Nigeria began to agree with me. You understand me? Now, listen. The result of that coup d'etat, which they tag Igbo coup, is what you are seeing today. What they tried to stop that time, and you accuse the Igbos, is what you are experiencing today. Because had they been they were allowed to do it the way it's supposed to, they plan to do it, this thing wouldn't have come up today. The Hausas that believe that Igbos are the enemy, they are the major people that suffer for it today. The Benue that see Igbos as the enemy, they are the one that are still paying even as at this morning. The Plateau General Gowon, who superhead, who championed the war, who to commit that the atrocity against the Igbos in 1966, 67, down to 1970. Gowon, how far? Gowon is regretting it today.
You're right. I don't know why these people they seem to be targeting the middle belt. I'm talking about Plateau and Benue.
That's it. And these people are the people when Igbos when those guys stood up to stop this Fulanization agenda, their dream, their vision, what their intention was all about. And they said the Igbos are the problem. And they are the one that even ganged up and kill many of the properties that the Benue and the Plateaus are enjoying today are Igbos property. And today what is happening? They are paying the dues. Law of karma is what is playing against them today. What they play against the Igbos back in the years is what has come against them. What goes around comes around. You cannot go free. It is now they now realize that Igbos I would have been a say had they been there, we are given the opportunity that time. And that is why you are seeing insecurity today all over in Nigeria. The Fulanis have, mounted their checkpoints both in Yoruba border, the eastern border, the northern border, the middle belt, all the borders. Why they are, crying much in Igbo, concerning the Igbos is that right from time Igbos doesn't, allow them to settle well the way, they settled in other places. Listen to me. As I speak to you, do you know that there is a particular village that occupy almost 3 local governments that belongs to the military, that these people have taken over it, and half of Borno State now, that is the military this in Borno State, half of it now have been taken over by this Boko Haram. Are you getting it? See, the insecurity is not going to stop. Why did I say this? You are talking about insecurity. See, there's Musa is a Fulani man because he's playing along with the Fulani.
I know, see, there's Musa is supposed to be he's a Christian from southern Kaduna.
From southern Kaduna, he's a Christian. How did he react? In which approach has he given to these bandits in order to curb the banditry? If you say there is not a support, hello, action to me speaks louder than voice. But they have the strength. They have their strength against the Igbos.
But some people are saying that this power that they used to fight the Igbos, that if there is that same power against these armed S-men,
I am
that insecurity will help.
The area we am going to. They have the strength to fight the Igbos. They have the strength to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
Kidnap or arrested? No, they say he was arrested from Kenya.
Kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I cannot change my word, and nobody can correct me on this because I know this. He was kidnapped, and they have the strength. You see, their Musa to go to Al Jazeera, to go to many places to make sure that the rendition Simon Ekpa. But what is here eating up Nigeria? Fulani killed 6 in Plateau, 12 in Borno as at this morning, if I'm not mistaken. Then you see, there's Musa, where is that your strength? You cannot curb what is in your, in your Sokoto. You are looking the one that is in Sokoto. You see, let me tell you, my brother, like I said, insecurity will continue for this country. So long Nigerian government, Nigerian uniform doesn't want to stand up to do the needful. They are operating under hatred. Insecurity will continue. Let me tell you again, look at how EFCC are muzzling up against a video, very dark man. See the way they are muzzling themselves. DSS too are muzzling themselves against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Abi, all of them they muzzle themselves. But see, men they buy everybody. Every day. They no fit channel that muzzle against those people. When this man, one Igbo man under Jonathan, the military, when Boko Haram intend to start this their nonsense, what happened? The man gave it to them. The same northerner. If you watch that time, he gave it to them. When they saw what happened, the move of that man, what happened? They said that this man is ready to wipe them, that they want to retaliate what happened during the Biafran war. Do you understand? They use politics and enter. Being the fact that we have a weak link president, because I'm still saying it, let me handle this country. The Fulanis go no say somebody don't enter. I will start, God Almighty bears me witness, the earth I am marching bears me witness. Their boss, I will start the elimination from their boss down to the list.
Therefore, evangelist, there's somebody that saying that and it's now very going viral that it is time for the Yoruba and Igbos to put aside their difference and then work together to have at least make southern Nigeria great. But then other people are saying that Yorubas and Igbos can never be one and trust each other. What do you have to say about this?
Yes, my brother. Why they can never be one, and why Yorubas can never be trusted by the Igbo people? The reason is not today. The reason I will tell you. Go and do your findings. Gowon was prison. I say Gowon. Awolowo was in the prison, Calabar. Go free him, Ojukwu. Ojukwu free Gowon. Free Awolowo, sorry. From the prison. And they reach an agreement. And that agreement is that at that time Gowon happened to be the president. He said, we are coming, you are going to declare Oduduwa, while I will declare Biafra. But what did Awolowo come to do? Awolowo will come back. Instead of Awo to carry out the assignment as agreed with who? Ojukwu. Awo come and change his mind. Awo was the part of the people who contributed to the genocide that took place in the Biafra land. Awo told Gowon during the war, the people you are fighting, you cannot defeat them. So far they see access to food. Now Awolowo gave that idea to Gowon. And Gowon went ahead and met the Cameroon president, the government. And they use Bakassi Peninsula that is under threat today. They use it to do what? To reach, to sign bacteria, baratra, or whatsoever they call it. You understand? They use it to give Cameroon in order to stop food and to stop the Biafrans from bringing things in that ISIS. Do you understand? Now, how do you now tell me that I should come again and trust a Yoruba man?
But the Yorubas are saying that it was the Igbos that betrayed them first. And they give an example how
let the Yorubas come up and explain how they betray them.
They give an example how Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe left the agreement between him and Awolowo to go and form government with the North, unity government.
Excuse me, before the unity government and Awolowo being free from the prison, which one is the first?
No, it was the unity government was the first. That was in 1960, before the Civil War.
That one is the first. How did Azikiwe betray Awolowo?
By forming alliance with the North, instead of staying with the agreement that we are going to claim them. Yes.
Point of correction, Azikiwe did not form alliance with the North. As at that time, we have Northern People's Congress, NPC.
Yes.
The person that formed alliance with the North was a Yoruba man, Akintola.
We are talking about forming a unity government.
Excuse me, the person, what is it called? Azikiwe. He was the one, the leader of the NC, which involved both the Cameroonians at that time, some part of Cameroonians. Because Azikiwe was already in this thing in Nigeria before. When did Awolowo come to Nigeria? Can you remember? Awolowo enter Nigeria, if in case you don't remember, I still recall, in 1938. Baba, go and do your findings. As at that time, it was Mercury that was in charge of Lagos, the one controlling Lagos State. Mercury, Macaulay, or whichever, but about Macaulay, in charge of Lagos. Before he now came and formed AG, Action Congress. You understand? An Action Congress was Action Group, yeah, AG now. There's Action Group. The issue is that we don't read the articles because this is a politics.
But tomorrow I'm coming. A Yoruba man will come and we're going to have discussion about that. But let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu in court today.
I want to find out something before I go to Mass.
No, let's close with this.
Because if that, I want to cut something off, then I push to Mass and Nnamdi Kanu. If you say the Igbo man, Zik, is it not the same Zik that bring us as one Nigeria? And the same Igbo man he said that betray you, the same Igbo man set you free from the prison and reach an agreement with you. I mean Igbo man, I'm not talking of the same person. Do you understand? And you see the man coming up with action. Why can't you follow action? Because I believe action speaks louder than voice. And I believe you say why the other one dey play you because that one did not carry action, abi. But what of when you see somebody that carry action? What are you supposed to do? You carry action. But relax. Let's go to the case of Mazen Nambekano. Yesterday, you know, based on my health, I was not able to focus and follow up. But later, I start to scroll to check, you know, the thing that transpired yesterday. There was a serious cross-examinations, you know, to those witnesses, and it was quite surprisingly to me that yesterday was full of and property of the eastern region.
But now that the ESN has been prescribed now, that the government is saying no and they have banned their activities. But then a question comes in now. The governors also formed them, Ebubiagu, Agunechemba, and one governor formed them, is it Udogachi? How are these people, how are they protecting the lives of the Igbos in
that form Ebubiagu, that form Udogachi, that form Agunechemba. Now, are they actually watching over the people's life? Are they protecting property? Is people's farm being protected? Is our women still surviving? Are they not still suffering raping? Are they not still suffering harassment from the herdsmen? Are they not still, you know, being intimidated even in their own farmland? That is the question. The answer is what to that question is no. They have not stopped. Rather, they have increased in their immoral activities against our farmers, against our women. The moralization is becoming much, has become excess. In fact, it appears that they have their legal rights now. It has become a legal right to the Fulanis, you know, to vandalize people's farm, you know, to eat up crops, to kill farmers, and to rape any woman in the farm. You know, it's like they have given them it has become a legal right to them. You understand? Udogachi and whatsoever, they are elements formed by the government of the Fulanis just to deceive those that they want to deceive. See, my dear brother, is it not? See, if the ESN is actually wrong, or you know, for them to stand to defend the people, to stop the atrocities of the Fulanis against the people in the eastern region. Now, why is the DG, the Director General of the DSS, why is he now shouting, lamenting, calling on people for self-defense? That means Mazen Nambekano was right for forming ESN. And let me tell you again, if T.Y. Danjuma, Theophilus Danjuma can call out with a loud voice saying defend yourself, that means Mazen Nambekano forming ESN was not wrong, because that is the network to defend yourself.
I'm sorry. God bless you. We are looking at the fact that now we know that it has been formed, but the government are saying no to it. So now, what should the Igbo governors do? Are they not supposed to start buying sophisticated weapons for
my brother?
Agunechemba, Udogachi,
go to Udogachi, they are part of Fulani influence, control, Fulani element.
Fulani is controlling Udogachi.
They are the one controlling Udogachi, controlling Ebubago, controlling what is it? Agunechemba. They are under the control or influence of the Fulanis. They are not standing for the interests of the people. You get it? The only people that have the people at the heart are the people that are formed by Mazen Nambekano, and those ones are called what? ESN.
But then,
and let me tell you, the government that is saying you ban, because those ones are standing for Biafra. And let me tell you, they cannot be banned because people must form a group that will protect them. those ones are not the ones that will protect us. We are the ones to make choice who to rely to defend us.
Now, we've seen, for example, former governor of Imo State. No, President governor of Imo State, incumbent governor. Governor Opus Odima, he was in church during Easter. We saw him again. Is able to join the APC. What do you think is the legacy of Opus Odima? Because people are saying that yes, this man is doing well in terms of infrastructure. Imo State is developing. Somebody just came out from there, but our security has not changed. What is it that people like Opus Odima should do differently to at least give Igbos enough security?
My brother, Opus Odima have not offered anything different. He has not offered anything unique. Imo State, when you talk of the East, Imo State is one of the states that have been developed before Opus Odima come into power. Imo State, no. When you talk of Imo State, you know Imo State is one of the oldest states in the East. So, like Abia State you are talking about, come from Imo State. Ebonyi State, part of Ebonyi State, like me, we are old Imo State. They come us to Abia. From Abia, they now move us to Ebonyi State today. We are old Imo State. So many parts of Anambra State, old Imo State. You understand? So anybody that said Imo State is not you see Imo State, you see Enugu, they are one of the oldest states in the East.
I say that Opus Odima is not really doing anything.
So he's not doing anything. He has not offered anything. The only good thing I know he has offered, which he offered to the Fulanis, is to kill the IPOB people in Imo State.
But do you think that we see someone like Alex Oti is working on the street? People are hating him. I've seen Peter Abisma governor working on the streets. Do you think that